Anything you can put your thumb on why you guys have struggled against top 10 teams?
Depends on how what you define struggling as. Are you winning the games, or if you look at it in terms of winning, I guess our record doesn't really reflect everything that goes into it. And you prepare very hard, and you get one opportunity and one shot to go out there and do that, and you don't win those games, and obviously it's very emotional, especially going into this game, and you go out there and you're looking at the scoreboard and it's 21-0, but we fought our way all the way back to present ourselves with an opportunity to win the game. And the score of the game and the records of those ranked matchups that you're talking about, they don't reflect that. And it's kind of it's a curse and it's a blessing, but it doesn't reflect everything that goes into those games and the preparation and how they've been on your mind since last time you played them or last time you lost to them. And sometimes just they don't go your way, but those you don't document the fight or the good plays and the positives of those games. The only thing that gets recorded is the score and the record.
Carlo, what's key to combating the early holes? You guys went down big at Wisconsin, down big against Penn State. How do you get yourself out of it?
Well, is it getting yourself out of it, or is it what's the response and how are we going to respond after that? And I think that's the beauty of it, is we were down 21-0. We've been in pressure situations before, and it's the response to it. Because when you play good teams and you play top 10 teams, they're going to come out and they're going to score points. It's just what's going to happen. There's going to be explosive plays. There's going to be good plays. But how are you going to handle them? How are you going to handle those moments? How are you going to respond to those moments? And coming out there and being able to put ourselves in a position to win the game is probably the best thing that you can do coming out of those from those moments.
Along those lines of responding, I know it's only been like 36 hours. You haven't had a full practice yet. How have you seen the guys on the team respond to Saturday's loss?
It's just kind of going from the locker room and realizing that yes, we lost, but you got to remember this isn't our last game of the year. This isn't, all right, we're done, let's start packing up and we'll get ready for next season. We have top 10 matchups coming up, and the big thing is we have one this Saturday, and we have another opportunity on the national stage to go out there, play in front of our home fans, and go out there and represent Michigan and play on a big stage and go out there and carry and build off all the positives that we did offensively and defensively in that Penn State game.
Kind of along those lines, what would you say this team has left to play for with the Big Ten title hopes taking a hit with a couple losses? What's left to play? How would you put in that words?
What's left to play is we got our whole season left. We're at this point. We're at the midway point. We got 5 games coming up, and every team on there is a Big Ten team, and they're good teams. And we've got 3 of the most important rivalries in college football coming up. You got Notre Dame, you got Michigan State, and then you got the game at the end of the year. And those are the games that you play for. Those are the teams that you're going to want to play for. And we're not just going to sit here and be like, all right, we're done, and go out there and just coast the rest of the season. Our whole mentality during that Penn State game is, all right, what's the response? One play at a time, one series at a time. Speaking defensively, get the ball back to our offense. Let them get a chance to score. And it didn't matter if they scored, if they punted, if we kicked a field goal. Let's go. Get the ball to the offense. Get a stop. Next play. And that's where our mind's at right now. We're not worried about, okay, what's our national championship hopes? What are our Big Ten hopes? Those are all outcomes. Those will happen if they happen. But we got to focus on what's coming up. And what's guaranteed is that Notre Dame game. And that game is coming Saturday. We have an opportunity to go out there and play in front of our home fans and go play under the lights.
What needs to happen to get that W on Saturday?
Hard work, getting back on starting today. Watch the film, see the things that hurt us, and try to minimize those going forward. And it's building off that emotion and that mindset and the preparation that we had in that Penn State game and bringing it this Saturday.
What hurt you guys on Saturday?
Well, what hurt us is, you just play a good team like Penn State, who has very dynamic players, and they're ranked 7th for a reason. They're a good team, they're well coached, and what we got to do is just, one of the biggest things that we've done this season is it's just how we respond, how to respond to big plays, how to respond to explosive plays. And we did a great job of that. There was times where, they got, 30-yard plays or 20-yard runs, and those are big plays in football. And what are we going to do? Are we let them get another one? But it's when you're running to the ball and you're looking at Coach Brown trying to get the next call, they're going hurry up, and it's looking in everybody's eye and like, guys, we're good. Let's settle down, let's refocus, and let's stop them here. And there's been plenty of opportunities, not just in the Penn State game, but even in that Wisconsin game where, in the second half, they had 7 points in that game. This half, they had 7 points, and, cutting down on those plays, cutting down on big chunk plays, and cutting down on, letting people score.